Hey there, and welcome back to today's episode where we are going to make my favorite Italian classic, the carbonara. It's a dish I've been obsessed with since I was a child, and I can't wait to share it with you on today's episode of The Sunday Cook.
The main difference is that when you use carbonara to make it, the Roman Pecorino is completely different from the Sardinian one, so I would recommend the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does it look like?
It's quite lighter if you see it.
Ooh, super.
But it's a different flavor.
I'm so excited now. Just got home, guys, and this is what I found. I can't wait to get cooking. Oh, such wonderful produce in there. What's this one? I think this is one of the pecorino. So I got a pecorino from Sardinia, and then a pecorino from a different one, not from Sardinia. Yeah, so this is the one I'm going to be using tonight for the carbonara, and this one I think I'm gonna use it for something else. Have to think about that. Then, this is the best. Sorry, it's a bit hard to do this with one hand and a cat who's wanting to be fed. What's in here? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm probably gonna pronounce this all wrong, but look at that. Oh, so it's not pancetta. It's actually from the cheek of the pork, of the beast. Well, the pig. Oink. And it's called guanciale, I think. I'm gonna look it up and then I'll report back. But yes, I cannot wait. See you later. Right, so thanks to YouTube, I looked it up. It's pronounced guanciale. So there you go, guanciale, which is a cheek lard or cheek lard. Let's talk about the ingredients. So here I've got a pack of bucatini, and I love this because really good quality pasta always feels a little bit like sandpaper, and the reason for that is because when they make the pasta, before it's dried, they roll it around in semolina or maize flour, and it causes the surface to become a little bit like sandpaper. And the purpose for that is so that when your sauce is incorporated, your sauce will coat every inch of that pasta. Isn't that great? So the next ingredients are my eggs, and those are actually the ingredient that is going to make the sauce really rich and unctuous. There's no cream. The only dairy product in the dish is the pecorino, and finally the guanciale, which is going to give the flavor, and then plenty of black pepper. So the next thing to do is to bring a pot of water to boil, and before you do that, I'm going to put in 2 heaped tablespoons. I know it sounds like a lot, but bear with me. 2 heaped tablespoons of sea salt, so I'm just using flaked sea salt. And then I'm going to clamp my lid and allow it to bring to a hard boil. Whenever you're cooking pasta, it's always a good idea to make sure that your water is very salty. So I'm preparing my guanciale, which I'm going to slice in half, and then I'm going to slice it again into smaller strips, kind of like the equivalent of a chunky chip. And then after that, I'm going to slice it again into lardons. So you may be a bit concerned about the amount of fat there is in that chunk of meat, and yes, it's true. It's not a healthy dish. I'm certain if you are planning to, if you're aiming for a beach body by summer 2018, maybe this dish isn't made for you. Stick to your salad and your bird food. But in any case, this is going to give all that flavor to the finished dish. It has a slight smokiness. It's very, very salty once it's cooked, so don't, you'll see throughout the entire recipe, I actually don't season it at all, because the pecorino has a slight saltiness to it, and then the guanciale will definitely season it for you. So the next ingredients are the eggs. So here I'm using 3 eggs, but I'm only using the yolks of 3 and the whites of 1. And the reason for that is 3 yolks is going to create that richness that I want. And then all you have to do is give it a stir, mix it well, and then turn your attention to the pecorino, which you just want to grate finely. I'm using approximately 150 grams, and this particular recipe feeds 2 guests. 2 guests? 2 of you. Or you and a guest. Anyways. Right, so for my next ingredients, let's grind up, or shall I say, let's pound that black pepper. I don't know about you, but I like to keep my black pepper whole. A lot of people like to have it already ground up, so they don't need to grind it before they add it. But I find that if I keep it whole and then just grind what I need, it just keeps its flavor for longer. Just my opinion. So with the guanciale, excuse me, or the pork cheek, I'm just gonna give it I'm just gonna brown it in my pan. So my pan is on a high heat for the first sort of 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm reducing my pan, I'm reducing the heat to my pan to a low to medium heat, because I don't want the lardons to start to burn or char. I just want it to be golden brown, and by doing that also you're rendering the fat, so what you'll be left with is a pan full of liquid fat. Now don't worry, you won't be eating that liquid fat, so take away the lardons and put them to one side, and then I'll show you what to do with the liquid fat, because if you put this down the drain while it's that hot, you will not only block your drain, and if you live in an apartment, you'll cause a lot of havoc for your neighbors, especially if you're sharing the same drain. And then you just let it cool and then put it in the bin. So my pasta water is now at boiling point, so I'm introducing the pasta to their little bubble bath. And what you're looking for, it'll take, for this amount of pasta and for the thickness of pasta, you're looking at about 15 to 18 minutes. But to test the doneness of your pasta, you just want it to be really elastic, and slightly softened, but still with a little bit of a bite. So you just want it to be al dente, which means to have a bite. So anyways, your pasta's done, and you're going to introduce it to the pan. The pan's going to be very hot at this point. So, oh, and by the way, don't forget to reserve a little bit of pasta water. I should have probably mentioned that earlier. So, take the pan off the heat and let it cool for about 5 minutes before introducing your eggs. And now, once you've stirred in your eggs thoroughly, if your sauce becomes a little bit too thick, or you feel it's, or you can see it starting to scramble, just add a little bit of that pasta water to loosen things up. But what you should end up with is a sauce that's really rich, very unctuous. Oh, I can't wait to dive in. So give it a good stir, give it a generous sprinkling of black pepper, and that's it, guys. So don't go upsetting an Italian by sprinkling it with chopped chives or adding a basil because you think that's basil being an Italian herb. No. Don't even go there. This dish was made to be simple, and let's just leave it at that. Alright? Okay. And that's it. So enjoy the rest of your day or evening or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. I'm going to go enjoy this bowl of, or this plate of pasta carbonara. And I hope to see you the next time for the next episode. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and if you have any questions, suggestions, ideas, then please fill in the comment box below. I'd like to extend a special thank you to the team at Bella Vita Shop, who were so knowledgeable about their product and so passionate. And if you'd want to follow me for the full recipes, you'll find them on my Facebook page or on the Instagram page, and don't forget to subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you the next time. Take care.